So now that the Elden Ring NightReign beta is done, I wanted to give y'all my thoughts on it real quick to let you know if it's really gonna be worth playing and my initial thoughts and what I think the game will need to be successful, if not, if it's already there. So again, welcome in y'all, it's Blue Satire and I appreciate y'all for watching this video. If you play NightReign, please let me know in the comment section what was your favorite part about it. But also, if you haven't, let me know if you're looking forward to it. If we got some Souls fans, let me know what's your favorite Souls game. But let's get into it real quick. Don't want to waste your time. I want to let y'all know how I felt about this game. But first, let me explain what this game is for those who don't know. It's a standalone game in the Elden Ring universe. It's more so like a roguelite game, but also keeping the same feel of Elden Ring as you explore a mini like Limgrave. Don't know the name of it officially, but it's also roguelite with a little bit of a Fortnite influence. Not really, as the circle does close, but that's only to end the day and to get you where you need to go to fight the final boss. And what I like right off bat about this game is that it has 3-player co-op. Now, in the betas, which this is something that's probably gonna get fixed, I had to play with randoms. I'm pretty sure that that'll be fixed in the future, but it would have been nice to play with friends, and I think this game will be better playing with people that you can communicate with, because this game, while you can drift off to yourself, explore everything by yourself, I think being cooperative with other people will make this journey a lot easier, getting to the boss a lot easier, and winning these fights a lot easier. I couldn't tell you how many times I start a run and then it'll be 1v everybody on the field. Like, you are at a disadvantage when you lose someone. And yes, there'll be people that love the challenge of fighting everything by yourself, but this game is kind of built for multiplayer, and it kind of sucks when somebody drops out or you're by yourself and you got to make it through the run, because still, even if you quit and you're by yourself, apparently you still get a penalty. I don't know if that is enforced during the beta. I don't know if they're gonna change anything, but that was one thing that kind of got me. But that's my main thing. I think this is gonna be a great multiplayer game. But what I like most about it is it keeps that feel of Elden Ring. It keeps that feel of what we're doing, the exploration and things like that, intact, although the days go by a little quick. Not too quick, I think it's just right for exploring and getting gear. That's where you get that loot, and that's where you get the build, make your better build part in. And I love that part of it, where you have these 3 characters that they gave us. I'm sure there'll be more skills and more classes, but I think that's one of the coolest things about it, is having those different classes. Those different classes that you fight with all have their different unique abilities. I played a lot with the Duchess because I just like being able to dodge. I like that invisibility thing. And she has an ability where she'll rewind time, and all the damage that you did will replay and they get more damage. I think that's so cool. In this beta though, you had like 4 classes that you got to choose from. You had a strength build, a dexterity build, a tank build, and an intelligence build. And I said I played mostly with the dexterity because that's just how I play. But I don't think that those will be everything. And with those classes, I think that in the long run, I know they're pre-built, but you can like get equipment and get power-ups that help you play different than what you selected. And I think that's the fun part in picking whoever you want to use. It makes me wonder though, how will we get to use this in the future? I believe it's gonna all be pre-built, but I know there'll be more classes. The beauty of it is, even though you start off in that base class, you can collect things, you can collect powers once you defeat build bosses to improve on that build. I do want to see more builds in the future, and I think that'll help the game have longevity and more fun. And maybe get some of these builds that we see people and YouTubers do all the time, these creative builds, and actually put something like that in the game. I think that would be dope. But as far as the builds go and the classes, I think that's a great addition to this game. And I think that will carry it if they can be creative with other classes and the power-ups that you get. The gameplay though, for me is a little bit better than Elden Ring in my opinion, because it's faster. Me personally, I know that Souls games are about patience and you still gotta have it here, but sometimes it felt slow to me. But Elden Ring NightReign feels real good. The gameplay feels good because you don't have your trusty steed anymore. You don't have Torrent anymore. They increase your speed and you don't have fall damage. And you need your speed. You need to be able to move around in this type of game, because you got to get as much loot. You got to power up as much as you can, level up as much as you can before you fight that boss at the end of each night. So I think that the gameplay is very fun, and a lot of them have different type of movements. Like again, the Duchess has consecutive dodges that are very finesse, but there's also a class that has like a hook shot that lets you grapple on to people and go to them, or I know one class can soar in the sky and crash down, which is wild. And the intellect build has like this blood magic that I'm really wondering what these new classes gonna look like when it comes to gameplay. But as far as that, being able to climb things a little bit more, traverse the lands a little bit more and faster, I think the gameplay is just as fun. And the gameplay that we all know and love is still there, but just a little bit quicker. Either way, as I said, one of the most enjoyable parts for me is just finding new weapons and seeing how I'm going to build up my character to fight these bosses. And there are a bunch of field bosses in the open world that you can fight. I ran into people I didn't think I'd see again, or there's even like little caves and little mini dungeons inside the world that you didn't think you would have time to go to because of this open world. But all of it is there. The challenge is still there, and you can get packed up. But either way, I think that this is gonna be fun. What they need to do though when it comes to this game is, one of the best things about it is the locations and just traveling the world. Will we see more variety than just that one place, or will we see different areas and different worlds to visit on different mini mirror worlds to keep this game fresh? And I will say, even though we was in the same area, I did find each run that I played fun. I played a lot of hours of this game because even if you went to a place that you went to before, sometimes the enemy wouldn't be the same. There'd be a different enemy. So that makes me wonder how many different variety of enemies are gonna be in the game. But also it makes me wonder how many different bosses are gonna be there. We're seeing there's gonna be bosses from Dark Souls series. Will they throw a Sekiro boss in there? Will they throw other things in there? I'm really excited to see the variety. And again, that is a key point that can help this game really be big if they keep content coming. All in all, I don't want to keep this video too long. I just want to give you my first impressions of what I played and how I felt about it. I do think that this could be a big hit as long as they keep content coming. I can see this getting boring for some people because it's repetitive. But if you like roguelike games, and you like games like Hades or things like that, it's always going to be repetitive in nature because that's the fun of the grind in roguelikes. It's about getting different builds, building different builds, using different characters, and seeing how you complete the game. But FromSoft's goal in this one is going to be, how do we keep this gameplay fresh, to keep this game going? And in my opinion, you're gonna need a lot of different classes, have a lot of different weapons and weapon possibilities, but also those upgrades are interesting, seeing different upgrades to make different type of builds, because we know we got a lot of Elden Ring challenge runners. We got a lot of people that do a lot of world record type of things, trying to do something different with Elden Ring NightReign. And I think that's gonna be a fun possibility for a lot of these speed runners, a lot of these people that wanna do challenge builds and challenge playthroughs. I think that's why they made this. Elden Ring multiplayer has always been something that people wanted and people have done through mods and things like that. And I think this was a good start to test that out. So I'm excited to see what they bring. The things I want to see the most when I get to the full release game, I want to see more classes, more fun classes. I want to see more bosses. Elden Ring has so many bosses, and all these other games have so many different bosses. So I want to see the combination of bosses they're going to show us. I think those different type of bosses is what's going to make the run different and feel fresh each time you play it. So that's what I'm looking forward to. More classes, more bosses, and hopefully more levels than just this one place, more fleshed out levels for me to explore. And I think it's going to be a good time. Let me know in the comment section how you felt about NightReign, and are you still looking forward to it? I know I am, and I appreciate y'all for watching, but that is all for me. Y'all have a good one, and bye-bye.